I first get up here and hear the elk bugle and hear the cows call, you know, even this morning coming in, saw a big bull on the ridge and heard him screaming, bugling. Your adrenaline starts pumping, and you know, you climb 500 feet straight up a hillside to get there, and you're not thinking about, you know, how hard you're working to get up that hill. You're chasing those animals, and it's just a really visceral experience to, you know, to see them, to get a chance to get close to them, to be around them. That's, for me, that's Thompson Divide, is elk. I'm Nate Simmons, and I live in Carbondale, Colorado, and right at the base of Thompson Divide. And I've been hunting up here for probably 10 or 12 years. And it's an incredible, pristine area with phenomenal hunting and not a lot of people. It's a pretty critical zone for us in particular living in Carbondale, because, you know, all the water that runs off these hills runs down Thompson Creek and into the Crystal River and runs right past my house. So we have a really strong connection to this place and what happens up here. If Thompson Divide were developed, I think the traffic would have a huge impact on the wildlife up here and the pristine nature of the area. And so we'd probably stop coming up here. I mean, I think it would impact a huge part of our way of life in Carbondale to lose this territory. I definitely identify with myself as an elk hunter and a bow hunter. And I've hunted for 10 years or more in Thompson Divide. And it's an incredible piece of terrain, still very wild, difficult to get to, difficult to hunt, but that's part of what keeps it so beautiful and so pristine. Thompson Divide, I mean, having it in our backyard means a lot to me and the guys I hunt with, to be able to come up here quickly in the morning, hunt for a couple hours before work, and be able to be back in town. Sure, there's natural resources here in oil and gas, but there's also natural resources here in terms of certainly clean water, which I think ultimately will be more valuable. There are other great elk hunting areas of Garfield County that have been hugely impacted by the oil and gas development, and we don't hunt there anymore, and the elk aren't there in the same ways that they used to be. So I think it's a balance. We're going to have to develop some land, and hopefully we can be smart enough to set some aside for the future too. And I think Thompson Divide is one of those places that really could and should be set aside.